What is up, GalaFam members? Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yes, not everybody is going to be into this video, but I had to make it because I finally found the game that I am the best in the world at. It's true, I am a Splixio master. If you guys have seen my live streams, you know what I'm talking about. The game is an IO game, SPLIX.io. And I don't know how to describe it other than if you're older, you might remember Tron Bikes from like the 80s. It's this game where you draw these lines, you're capturing surface area, and you're trying to take out opponents at the same time. And I finally found a game that I just absolutely excel at. Now right there, I didn't take that guy out, and I'll tell you why. This is team mode, and in team mode you get 5 lives. You see the hearts on the top left of your screen. Had I taken him out right there, he would have respawned at the beginning of his line. And if he had respawned right there, I would have been vulnerable and he would have easily taken me out. So rather than taking him out right there and just getting the easy win and then losing a life, I'm going to wait and hunt him down like the dirty dog that he is. No, not, but I'm going to hunt him down, okay? So I love playing this game. Now, if you guys want to come by my live streams, you want to check it out, SPLIX.io. I'm not getting sponsored for this video. It's just a game I like to play a lot, and it's just an easy, chill game that you can play on your laptop, on your desktop computer. So you can see eventually I'm going to hunt this guy down, and there he is, enter your name. And it turns out he's the #1 team, but he's not going to last long. Okay, now we did have a little bit of lag there. As you can see, both of us suffered from some lag. And now it's just a matter of running over his line. There it is. Running over his line before he runs over mine. Now again, this is team mode, so you have 5 lives right here. And this guy's tricky. Now he's pressed the P button for pause, and you can see he stopped moving. Now this is the oldest trick in the book in Splixio. You sit and you make your opponent think that maybe you're AFK. Obviously, I'm not falling for it, but I am going to go after him several more times until we've taken every single one of his team hearts away. And there it goes. So that was number 5, and I hit the spacebar. That's what makes me blink. That's my way of laughing at the opponent as I walk away. Alright, so we'll fast forward through this a little bit. You can kind of see some of the general idea of playing this game, grabbing the surface area. Global map on the top left so you can see where your opponents are, more or less. And every now and then the game glitches out a little bit. It lags, unfortunately, and that's what happens. You're supposed to completely close off the area like this when you get there and you surround it with your own lines. Doesn't always happen, but usually it does. Okay, so the blue team just kind of self-disintegrated. We'll get into why that happened later on. I'm just closing in right here all the area I can. As I'm approaching first place, you can see just about there. In second right now, just kind of drawing lines and waiting until we find another opponent. Here, another little glitched area that I had to close off myself. Closing off another big area, and here's an opponent. So this is, honestly, there's 2 ways you can play this game. You could just grab as much area as you want, which is okay, it's fun, or you can PvP. Now, normally, I'm not the best PvP player in the world. You might know this from, say, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans Night Mode, World of Warcraft. I wasn't the greatest PvPer, but for some reason, I have a Splix gift. I do have a Splixio gift, and they just can't stop me, okay? That's all there is to it. I cannot explain it. This guy isn't going to fall for the oldest trick in the book either, so I've got to come back, wait for him to make a mistake. There's 1, there's 2. He's got 5 hearts. There's his teammate. This is going to be bad for him and his team. Any second now. There's another one. That's 3. That's 4. And the 5th heart any second now. Just waiting for them to make the mistake. And where is it? Here it comes right about there. So that's it for the team. 5 hearts and you're done. And laughing at those guys again. Sorry, not sorry. As I say in the streams, as we move on to find another victim. So as you can see, we haven't quite gotten to first place yet, but we're on our way to 50K playing by myself in team mode. I can also tell you guys how to do that later. Pretty simple. You just open, okay, I'll tell you now. You open a second tab with the same URL, then you close it, then you have a team mode with only 1 player. Speaking of only 1 player, that guy had only 1 life left, and we took him out pretty quickly. And I don't know, it just looks like me laughing. Ha ha ha, ha ha. All right, so we move on. We're going to grab another big area here. This because you can see the global map was pretty open. And with that one, we do grab first place. So we've got first place on our way to 50K without losing a single life in this game. Here, just drawing a big old long line. Now, we did find another opponent there. They went down pretty quickly and easily, so we won't slow down for that one. And you see, we're just kind of drawing these big, long boxes, and eventually we can close these off and grab huge amounts of space without a lot of risk. Now, that was just an abandoned player, apparently. We got him out of the way. Here we go, another team in the area. So, Galadon, being the team killer that I am, I have to focus and go ahead and go after these guys. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3 because they respawn where they started. There's 4, and that's it. So, the key to playing the team mode is to remember that the other opponents will respawn where they started. So, if you can double back quickly, you can take them out multiple times, and that kind of is an unfortunate thing in Splix, but if you're aware of it, you can prevent it from happening to you. Now, in the meantime, I did lose first place. As you can see, the top right is the leaderboard, and I'm back down into second place, which is unfortunate. But we're working our way up, again, gathering points for surface area and for taking out opponents. Like, that's 500, and that's another 500. There's 1,500, there's 2,000, and that team is done. So that team goes down as well very, very quickly, but we still don't have first place. We did have it for a while, and that was really the goal, that and to get to 50K. So we'll just kind of move around a little bit longer and show you 1 or 2 more takeouts before we move on to the top 5 ways to be pro at Splixio. These are 5 different techniques that you can use to take out opponents, and I've kind of developed these over time just because I've played hours and hours of this game. Alright, so 1 more takeout before we move on to those 5 techniques, and we're going to take a look at this one. Now, yes, people can come up with offensive names, but that's okay. My duty is to go after them and take them out. So 1 heart down already. There's the second one. Here comes number 3. That's number... I think that was just 3. Alright, here comes... we're going to get 4 and 5. So we're going to wait for this guy. Going to kind of lure him back here. Wait for him to make a mistake and grab the last hearts on his team. And you see, again, we're using the P button to pause. Didn't quite get him right there. So close. And just trying to get the timing right. There it is, number 4 and number 5. And another team bites the dust. So now, we'll get into these 7 ways to be pro at Splixio. And here is number 1. It's called setting the trap. Alright, so what you do is you're drawing out a square. You see your opponent. And you know he's going to try to come in and break your line. You just turn back real quick. And he's done. Alright, faster than a blink of an eye. And we will move on to number 2, which is called I Got You First. This is important to know. If you cross your opponent's line before he crosses yours, with a quick turn, you can take your opponent out before he can take you out. That is important to know. A lot of players will just try to turn back right there. Next up, number 3, the I'm a noob. The way this works is just draw a strange line that makes your opponent think that you don't really know how to play. You're not headed right back for home. You're going to kind of draw left, right, up, down like this. And then you double back, take him out as he thinks he can safely move into your area. But he can't. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, moving on to number 4. This is the quick double back. So this just involves having a little bit faster fingers than your opponent. You double back over your space really quickly right here. And before he knows it, he is down. He doesn't even know what happened. It just says killed by Galadon, as usual. Okay, next up, number 5, one of my favorites. While hunting down number 1 players, I call this ninja mode. Now, what I'm doing here is, if you look at the global map, I'm painting over this guy's area that he already owns, so he can't tell that I'm there. Sometimes, if you're an experienced player, you will know that people are in your territory because you can see the shape of the territory changing in that top left global map. It doesn't show colors, it just shows occupied space. So by drawing over his area, he doesn't know I'm here, and by the time he figures out I'm here, it is too late. He tries to turn back, and I have taken down This Is Sparta. Alright, and this is just a quick bonus. I only included 5. This is number 6 because, well, you can't do it unless you're Galadon. Because it's called the Galadon effect, the purple guy right there, he saw my name and immediately ended his own game. And you'd be surprised. That happens all the time in my live streams. If you want to play Splixio with me, I play with viewers all the time on www.mixer.com/Galadon. In the meantime, thank you guys again for spending a few minutes of your day with me. Make the rest of your day a fantastic one, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I beat that game, of course.